You both said today that you love each other, and I believe it, but I'm trying to tell you, love is not enough for a successful marriage. There's so many other things that go in it. It's not just about you anymore.
Here is today's case.
I'm sick of him accusing me of cheating, and I can't take it anymore.
Tell me what's happening here.
When I'm accusing her, it's because I've either found something or her energy's changed.
I can't even get in the shower without you smelling my panties.
You are a human DNA detector?
I mean, I've been working on that.
Work harder, because now you're in divorce court. So how's that worked out for you?
Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Faith Jenkins presiding. Your Honor, this is the case of Beroud-Jackson versus Bell.
Thank you, Juan. Alicia Beroud-Jackson.
Yes, Your Honor.
You were suing the defendant, Willie Bell.
Yes, Your Honor.
You say he owes you the value of 4 pit bulls.
Yes, Your
that
Honor.
the two of you own together.
Yes.
And you are countersuing. You say you want half
Yes, Your Honor.
of the value of the pit bulls, either 2 of the dogs, because there are 4 of them, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
So you're either seeking 2 or half the value.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, now I understand from your papers that the 2 of you are engaged.
Yes.
We
You
are.
are in a relationship, but now that relationship is on the outs. Why don't you give me some background, ma'am?
Well, for starters, basically, I'm sick of him accusing me of cheating. And I can't take it anymore. At this point, I can't get married or go on with this relationship any further until these accusations stop. I can't.
So he's accusing you, but you're saying absolutely nothing is happening.
Absolutely nothing is happening.
And the 2 of you have been together for 4.5 years?
Yeah.
You're now engaged. You have a date set?
We have next fall, but not a specific date because
of everything that's happened.
Correct.
Okay, so why
Yes,
don't
Your
you
Honor.
give me some background, Mr. Bell? Tell me what's happening here.
Well, Your Honor, when I'm accusing her, it's because I've either found something or her energy's changed. A lot of it has to do with, the past and whatnot. Her past, what she told me, and, that has a lot to do with me accusing her. Because her
Okay.
energy keeps changing and...
Well, give me something specific. I mean, because everyone
Like-
has a past when they come into a relationship, right?
Right,
But now, when you start and you're in a new relationship,
Yes.
that person comes with their past.
Yes, Your
So
Honor.
I have a few questions for you. What about her past
For
bothers
example, she had an old friend that she used to deal with. He had texted her like 5 in the morning.
But Your Honor, that's not fair for him to even bring that up because I can't control who decided to reach out to me out of the blue.
you? Okay.
But if this wouldn't have happened if you would have just changed your Facebook or got a new one.
So when she gets in a new relationship, she can't just update her Facebook status according to you. She needs to change the whole page.
She needs to change the whole thing, and I think I'd feel more.
But that's
more
not-
Did you change
secure
yours?
about
Is that what you do?
I haven't had anybody hit me up on my Facebook at 5 in the morning.
So what
or
was
anything like
her
that.
response to the? Because
Your Honor,
that's the biggest part, right?
Right. Yes, Your Honor.
should concern you because you really can't. To her point, you can't stop someone from reaching out. So
Absolutely.
what was her response?
Her response was, she didn't know because I woke her up out of her sleep at 5 in the morning, arguing with her. Who is this and why does he keep texting you?
So someone messaged her, and she doesn't even respond. You're angry at her for the message.
Yes, yes, Your Honor.
What about her past is bothering you and triggering you to have this level of mistrust? Because so far, she hasn't done anything wrong.
I think it's a lot of my past as well as what I used to do in my past. So I'm thinking, well, maybe she's...
You used to cheat?
I used to cheat, yes, I did.
Okay, so you are projecting that behavior on her, you're saying. You're now suspicious of her because of what you used to do.
Well, what I'm trying to get at is, if he wasn't so important, why couldn't you just, text him back and be like, this is...
She was asleep.
Exactly.
Yes, Your Honor.
What is it about your past? What did you tell him? What is he...
Your Honor, I used to be promiscuous. I had a past, that led me into certain situations. But I was fully honest with him about it at the beginning of our relationship. He knew before we actually got into the relationship and when we had met previous a few years back. And he knew that. I was honest with him from the gate. And not to mention, he was sleeping with someone for 3 months into our relationship. That's like, what do you mean? How are you going to accuse me when you slept with someone when I told him?
Look. I mean, him hitting you up at 5 in the morning, him knowing you is...
But him
what you
hitting
would
me
do.
up, are you sleeping?
No.
Like-
We're not gonna go back to the message. We're talking about something else now. She's saying you were engaged in a
That
full-fledged
was true.
affair.
I was with an ex for a year. And,
3 months into your relationship with her?
Yes, Your Honor.
So you're trying to tell her what to put on Facebook when you out about in the streets?
Yes, Your Honor.
Because you don't have any evidence of her cheating other than someone messaging her? Because I know you're looking, now that we know you're looking.
Yeah, I always go through her phone every night.
Why?
And I don't really find anything.
Why?
Because my mind gets to wondering and wondering. You
But she's been honest with
even though
you.
she's been honest with me, there's times where I feel like she wasn't all the way honest with me.
But you're
About her
okay,
past.
but Willie, but I can't even get in the shower without you smelling my panties.
Oh my
without
God.
you
Look,
smelling my body,
But
telling me that
sometimes
when
your
I get
energy-
home, you
every
finna
time-
check me.
Every time you come home, your energy is kind of different.
What do you mean?
It's not
Hold on a
different. I
second.
get tired of being accused.
So you mean to tell me you have now delved into going from checking her phone to doing in-home DNA analysis?
Yes, Your Honor.
You are a human DNA detector?
No, I'm not.
Because that is very demeaning behavior
Exactly.
for her and for you. If you don't trust someone enough to where you feel like you have to send their personal belongings to your in-home lab
That's crazy.
to inspect, this is probably not a good relationship for you.
But Your Honor, I mean, I've been working on that. Every 3 months I do start accusing her, but I'm still working on it.
Well, work harder.
I'm trying to...
Work harder, because now you're in divorce court. So how's that worked out for you?
I literally have surveillance
We
cameras
have
that
surveillance
I've
cameras
put
that are in
up.
her house.
More
I'm just looking to
evidence?
make sure she's not doing me wrong.
How long does she have to do right before you're convinced that she's not doing wrong?
Not long at all, to be honest with you.
No, it's been a long time because you've been together 4 years. And that's why you're here today, because she said it's long enough. Why did you propose to someone who you cannot trust?
Because I feel like I can fix things.
No, no, that's not the way this works. That's why you end
Yeah.
up in divorce court.
Exactly.
Because nothing is fixed by you saying, I'm a husband. Nothing is fixed by you saying to her, she's my wife.
I feel like I
Because
need
you
to take-
don't own people.
I feel like I need to take better responsibilities for my actions. And I feel like she deserves an apology and she deserves better from me.
Have you apologized?
I have apologized.
But Your Honor, that doesn't help anything when not even 90 days ago, he accused me of being next door with my neighbor.
What was that about?
I mean, it was as simple as I had my phone at home, and her little girls were outside playing, and I decided to just go outside and say hi. And I was over there chatting with her while she made dinner, and he went off on me, and I'm like, check the camera.
But Your
I'm
Honor.
standing right outside. Check
camera?
the camera. I literally have surveillance
We have
cameras that
surveillance
I've
cameras
put
that are in
up.
her house.
I literally
And,
have had
Sir,
surveillance
For what
cameras
reason?
put up
Let me talk.
in the house and outside front and backyard to ensure that he knows who's coming in and out of the home, and that he can see everything that's happening.
To make sure
But-
that you're not cheating?
Yes.
That's the
But
reason
hold
you
on,
have
hold on.
cameras? Is
I
that true?
originally had put
But-
that in the house. He didn't even know to get
Hold on,
security
you told me
cameras.
that you had let the dog out, Baloo, and when I looked on the camera, Baloo was inside.
I had just put him back inside though.
But I didn't see that.
But
So-
regardless of whether you see it or
All right.
not,
What
if
does
I
it
tell
matter?
you,
What does it
then
matter?
I tell
She has
you.
installed video cameras to help you in terms of you believing that she's not doing anything
But
wrong?
she could manipulate the cameras. I mean, she knows
You're
how to
missing
work
the
them.
point of
She's
the
one
question.
She's the one that purchased
You're
them.
missing the point of the question. You want video cameras installed so you can watch what's happening with her and in the personal
not
life?
all the time. It was mainly for our dogs, to keep eye on our dogs when we're both at work. We don't, so because our dogs like to howl. We have a dog that likes to go off, and we have to keep an eye on the house. So that's what it was mainly for.
But you're a liar because
Okay.
the one that I just got for the dogs that I can speak through, the doorbell one, that's the only one I have access to. You have access to the other 3 cameras that are in our home.
And what are you looking for? More
I'm just
evidence?
looking to make sure she's not doing me wrong. That's all.
Okay.
When it was my idea to put 'em in.
How long does she have to do right before you're convinced that she's not doing wrong?
Not long at all, to be honest with you.
No, it's been a long time because you've been together 4 years. And that's why you're here today, because she said it's long enough.
Yeah. Well, it looks like I have some things I need to change in order to make this
I mean, she's looking for a husband, not a warden.
Yeah.
You know there's a difference between the two, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
He's accused me of cheating with his own cousin.
You didn't text me or call me, so what's really going on?
Did you talk to your cousin?
I did not talk to my cousin.
Okay, you're just questioning her. It is impossible to move forward when you are obsessed with her cheating, and I think it's because you have a guilty conscience. If you'd like your case to be heard on divorce court, call us toll-free 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com. Missed a show? Watch full episodes on our streaming platforms, and for exclusive content, go to Apple TV. You have video cameras. You're checking the messages on the phone. You're doing forensic analysis with your nose. What else do you want from her? And you haven't found anything.
But I mean, we wouldn't be here if she would have just changed her Facebook and just, like she said, she was gonna make a new
Your
one.
Honor, Your Honor, he's accused me of cheating with his own cousin. Literally, like that lived right next door to us when we first got our first place. And
I can explain why I feel that way. I have an ex back in the day who my cousin hit on, and she wound up telling me. And that's where my mind started wandering when she used to go over there. I'm like, hold on, wait. You didn't text me or call me, so what's really going on?
Did you talk to your cousin?
I did not talk to my cousin.
Okay, you're just questioning her.
Yes.
Because
yes,
he flirted with one of your exes in the past, but not her. She has nothing to do with this, am I right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so you continue to make your woman pay for the sins of your past. You continue to make your woman pay for the sins of her past. And when I say that, I mean just the past in general. At some point, you gotta start living for your relationship for today, because you have now driven a wedge in between the two of you. You cannot get married under these circumstances. You are not ready to be a husband. Your cousin submitted a statement to the court. I wanna look at it now.
All right.
My name is James Brantley. I'm Willie Bell's cousin. I love my cousin, but he is insecure and he is going to lose a good woman. My cousin is still holding on to me, flirting with one of his exes. I want to clear the air. I've never done anything sexual with Alicia. She loves dogs and so do I. That is the only thing we have in common besides Willie. If Willie doesn't trust his woman, that has everything to do with him, not me. So that's the statement from your cousin, which is he's essentially confirming what your fiancé said, that there's nothing going on between the two of them. We have an issue here because you want to move this relationship forward into marriage, but you're keeping everything about this relationship in the past. It is impossible to move forward when you are obsessed with her cheating, and I think it's because you have a guilty conscience. I think you're so concerned that she's going to do you like you did her and like you did other people. And that's why all of this is happening in the relationship.
Yes, Your Honor.
So you know what you need to do? Be single until you get yourself together, because you are not ready to be anybody's husband.
Well, Your Honor, I feel
You talk about coming in here to fix things. I can't fix this. You have to fix you.
And you're absolutely right.
Because this is the problem here. Usually, I have a situation where I can look at both parties and talk about, wow, you have done this, you have done this, you have both created all of these problems. This is not one of those cases, sir. This is all falling on your shoulders. All of it.
And I see that now, that I've made a lot of wrong choices, a lot of things I've done wrong. And I'm here to, make things better. And that's why I came on here, so I could show you how much I love you.
No. This is not the way. We do not care about your words. When I say we, I'm talking about this courtroom. All I care about is actions. And that's all she cares about, your actions. Your words mean nothing if they are not supported by your actions.
You're absolutely right, Your Honor.
Stop the snooping and the texting and the camera watching and start living your life like a normal human being. We all take a risk being in relationships. And you have to be open and vulnerable enough to know sometimes you might get hurt. You cannot live your life trying to be proactive and stop someone or catch someone from hurting you before it happens. Because what are you going to have as a result? You and only you to live your life with, because no woman is gonna put up with this. Not even the dogs are gonna put up with this. Who has the dogs? I'm gonna resolve this now.
Well, they're both, when we came together, we had them.
How old are the dogs? What are the dogs' names?
Baloo,
Zeke,
Persia, Zeke,
and
Sasha.
Okay.
But if she's gonna take the dogs, then she owes me $800. If not, then I want two of them.
Well, listen, I know what you want, but I'm going to decide what's going to happen here. Now, who purchased the dogs? Where'd you get the dogs from?
From his cousin?
My cousin, James.
You got from James?
Yes.
All four of these dogs
All
came
four
from
of the
James.
dogs.
He gave them to who?
To me. Well, both of us, actually.
To both of you
Both
as a
of us.
couple?
Yes.
Yeah.
At the same time, or are they all different ages?
They're all
They're
different,
different
ages.
Did anyone pay for them? They were given to you as a gift?
Well, we paid for one, which was Persia. But that's the one we paid for.
Okay, how much did you pay for her?
We paid $300 for her.
Okay, because I want you to understand something. Everyone, they have their dogs. You see them as your little kids, and you're so emotionally attached to them. Under the law sees them as property. Now, who is the primary caretaker of the 4 dogs? Is that you? Is that correct, sir?
That is correct.
Okay. And where are the dogs now? Who do they live with?
Us.
Us, both of us.
Okay. Joint custody of Blue, Persia, Zeke, and Sasha. You're suing because you want the 4 dogs.
Right.
And you are fine with having the value.
Yes.
If
Yes,
I'm
Your Honor.
splitting up this gift. So, given that you concede that
Yeah.
she's the primary caretaker of the dogs, I'm gonna order that the dogs stay with the plaintiff. You are fine as long as she pays you for half the value, which is $800.
Yes, Your Honor.
So I'm gonna order you to pay the $800 to the defendant for half the value of the dogs. They can remain in your custody.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now,
That's what
on
I'm
the
asking
issue of the relationship, every part, every aspect of your life is being investigated because he cannot move past your past. That is not fair to you. It is not fair to anyone. But you're the person in this relationship, and it is no way to live. You want him to change? All I am saying is you have to see a change in behavior. You do not marry him based on potential because it's been 4 years and nothing has changed. Maybe this is the wake-up call. I don't know. That is for you to decide after you leave court here today. But a change in behavior is what you must look at. It would be a mistake to marry him now because he has not demonstrated the behavior of what you expect from a husband. And that is someone to not only love her, but respect her and cherish her and make her feel welcome and trust her.
Yes, Your Honor.
Those are the things you must work on
Yes, Your
before
Honor.
you proceed together in a marriage. Because if you marry him now, you are making a poor decision. You are making the wrong decision because he is not ready to be your husband.
Yes,
That is
Your
my
Honor.
verdict in this case. Good luck to both of you.
What I want you to do with your Facebook is make a new one.
No, I want
So
you to
that way-
make a new one.
I don't need to make a new one.
You
I'm
cheated
not-
on me for 3 months and you want me to make a new Facebook?
Yeah, I want you to make a new Facebook.
No, I'm sorry. That's
I don't
not
have
happening.
people hitting me up in my DMs.
I
like
don't
you
have
do.
people either. That
Come
one
on,
time,
man. He wouldn't have to hit you up if you had a new Facebook.
nobody does
And
that.
this
And
is
then you
why
tell
we're
me,
here.
and then you tell me not to block people.
Yeah,
when you're
well,
like,
no,
I don't want this
no.
person. Block them.
Block them. Yeah, block them.
You tell me not to.
But the thing is, we should have just made a new Facebook, period. That's why I'm upset, and that's why we're here. And that's why I feel like...
we're here because
and
you
that's
don't know
why I
how to
feel
stop
like-
accusing me of cheating
And
because
that's the
you were
reason
a
why,
cheater.
because you need to change your Facebook.